The Garbage Bag Full of Popcorn podcast.
The Garbage Bag Full of Popcorn podcast.
The thing for what that season was at the
Because Kershaw
like the
pitched
free
game 6, I
agency
think.
deadline, they had a choice to go get Justin Verlander or to get Yu Darvish, and Yu Darvish had better numbers. But sports hacks were kind of pointing out like, hey man, you want a Justin Verlander who's just, posing nude in the mirror with Kate Upton. You want a guy like that. You don't want a nerdy, nervous guy. You want a guy with rock solid. You want a guy with his dick
Crazy.
Oh, he's rock solid.
This guy.
Can't trust the guy with anything, but he's rock solid.
Yeah, this guy's terrible, but he's fucking. So that's got to count for something.
Did you guys see that Adriana Chechik was at this? It was like TwitchCon, and she like jumped into this like foam pit and broke her back, like blown back. Which
I don't even know who that is.
So
I broke my back.
Waiting.
Final.
No, I went to go show Danny. I'm like, oh man, look at this chick. Look at how she's like, who's that? I'm like, one of the biggest porn stars ever.
Oh, so thank God I didn't type. I was about to Google it.
Not the first time she's had her back broken.
No, yeah, exactly. Be careful when you type Adriana back blown on there. Like months ago, I tried watching. It's like a spy movie. I think it's called I Spy with
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
my
And
God.
he's a boxer. It was. I couldn't get through it, dude. I don't even think I made it halfway. It was rough. Very rough.
Wait. I'm thinking of a different movie. Isn't there a spy movie with Melissa McCarthy that is like Fat Spy or something?
Fat Spy? This wouldn't surprise me.
No, I think there is a movie that's like
Fat Spy. She comes tumbling in.
there is a movie that she's in that's like, I'm a spy. She enters in every scene and goes, I'm a spy.
I spy.
I spy with my little eye.
So this Jersey Mike's like
Yeah.
Tom, right? No, that's just Jersey Mike's.
It's just called Spy.
Hmm.
Oh my God, this looks fucking insane.
I actually did want to rewatch the Addams Family movies with Angelica Houston and Christina Ricci and Christopher Lloyd.
Never seen any of them.
Dude, I used to
I've
watch
seen
them all
both
the
when I
time.
was a
So
kid,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time at Boys and Girls Club growing up, and we just had a rotation of movies there. And the first two Addams Family were definitely part of that rotation. And
That was like the show
I just
from
hadn't.
HBO.
I hadn't seen them in a long time, but I remember that there was one aspect of the first one that I didn't really care for, but I couldn't remember what it was. So I just kind of jumped into it. I didn't even. Danny saw it was available and put it on, so we watched it. And I must have missed the part, but here's the plot. The plot line is just crazy in the first one. I don't remember any of it, and it's like so. Gomez starts off saying that he hasn't seen his brother Fester in 25 years. And right off the bat, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't get it as a kid, but that is right off the bat such a weird plot point to do for the Addams Family, is this have his brother be missing for 25 years. And then they have his lawyer, like he owes money to a loan shark, and the loan shark, it's this woman, she's like sicks her son on him to like muscle him for the money, and it's Christopher Lloyd as Fester, and he goes, oh, you look just like Gomez's brother, and he has like curly hair. And I'm like, wait a second here, and she calls him Gordon, and so I must have missed the where they said he was adopted, but I'm thinking the whole time, you're not playing Fester, you're playing a guy named Gordon who looks like him, but you're playing a guy who's playing Fester the whole time. But it turns out that he was adopted and it really was him. It just seems like such a unnecessary, complicated storyline for nothing, for like the most famous TV family ever. Like, why would you even go that route?
And for the
Like,
sake
oh,
of the movie, we're gonna
like-
call you Fester anyway.
Yeah.
It was
No,
it was some
exactly.
convoluted bullshit.
No, they literally just have him go in like a tornado. And he goes, yeah, oh, now I remember everything. You know, like, okay.
So I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not familiar with the Addams Family at all. I barely know the characters you're referencing. So everything you're saying is completely meaningless to me. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
And then they got
Oh my
Joan
God.
Cusack. Yeah, Joan Cusack doing wild things in the second one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Addams Family Values.
But yeah, it's a very strange. It was a very strange plot point. And then later on, come to find out that they had like a ton of rewrites like during it. I'm like, yeah, it looks like it. It looks like nobody thought this out whatsoever. It was just like such a weird thing to do, in my opinion.
So
I don't know. I
we're
was
gonna
having trouble following
introduce
it.
we're gonna introduce a new character. His name's gonna be Uncle Chester, right? And we're gonna have a couple other things going on. There's no need to really worry about the original characters. That's not important.
He was in prison
when I
for a
see-
while, and you don't need to ask why.
Yeah, we won't explain that.
When I see Christopher
Bringing some
Lloyd,
dark elements into this.
I'm sure a lot of people like obviously think Doc Brown with Back to the Future, but for some reason I always think of him as Hal's dad in Malcolm in the Middle. It was such a weird like reveal that this is his dad. But yeah, Addams Family. That's
Adam
that's a good one.
Sandler.
Oh, well, okay. I'll go back to talking about Addams Family. It starts and they're showing like the titles and stuff, and as soon as it starts, I'm like, man, this looks exactly like Men in Black, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, did the Men in Black trilogy. I was just like, oh, okay, and of course, produced by Scott Rudin, who from the Sony Hack 2014.
As
was
he's
the other
known
one.
from the Sony
Yeah.
hack.
That's what he's known.
Yes, he is.
That's what he's known for.
absolutely his claim
He
to
was
fame.
the one who was texting with Amy Pascal about the Obama stuff.
As he's known for. His
Scott
entire
Rudin, the
career boiled
2014.
down to a couple of extra things.
Scott Rudin. Scott. Hey,
Scott,
hey,
love your work.
2014 Sony hack, right?
That's go on his IMDb. That's like his most notable work.
Could you sign this for me? It's a transcript of the emails.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Framed.
You have it on
under
like
glass.
you have it on like one of those paper things that's like all like 140 pages. It's just like, and it's 2KY.
Actually, can you put my full name? You're spelling Ryan with an F, and then you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're just not getting it or.
It's pretty easy to spell.
Leave me alone.
No, I don't know. I did somebody who was
I
fucking
know
texting
you,
me
right?
about
2014 Sony hack.
I've seen your name somewhere.
I don't think I think Sony's given up as a film studio, haven't they? Is it one of you guys texting me about some Sony superhero?
They just did Venom and Morbius.
So Sony superheroes.
No, there's some new Sony superhero. Somebody was like, "Have you heard of blah blah blah?"
It's Sony
Oh,
Man.
Barbarella is going to be Sydney Sweeney
Yes,
from Euphoria.
thank you.
I didn't
Yes.
send that to you. I'm sure Justin sent that to you because me and him have a similar understanding about Euphoria. But yes, I did see that.
And what would that
And
understanding be?
The show is not good, but it's watchable.
Yeah.
Every scene goes with the disclaimer of these actors are actually over 18. We promise. That's
No, a lot of those
flashing at the
scenes-
bottom of
yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that I formerly worked with that would get a kick out of the show for sure.
Yeah, it checks all the boxes of why they watch shows. mainly
Mhm,
one.
mhm.
Is
The boxes?
oh yeah.
Box one
Just one
and
box.
the only box.
That one almost seems too easy to jerk off to.
Yeah,
They're fucking.
exactly. That's no challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's checking the box because it's checking all the box. Thank you.
And I'm checking the box. That's a
So
vagina
have you guys been
reference.
keeping up on?
The Kardashians?
I don't even know what it's called. House of Dragon, House of Dragons.
Oh, you've been checking up on it?
No,
No.
Oh, you've been
No.
keeping up? You've been keeping up?
dude. So I'll go on a little rant here on how, like, I don't know if this happens to you or if I'm just an idiot, but I feel like all these apps, specifically HBO Max, they try to trap you in the app. So like when you hit back, like the menu, it
Oh
won't
yeah.
go back. It just tries to keep taking you to the front screen and trying to
Oh
get you
yeah.
out of the app.
Oh,
And then
man.
Actually,
Game of
that's
Thrones
you might want to
takes
get your
over your
remote
screen.
checked out. I think that's a sticky button on your remote. You might want to get that checked out. You know, I know why that button's sticky. Actually, you've been watching too much of the show.
Ah, you're a Euphoria head. Oh, does it show? No, yeah, it traps you in the app, and then that House of Dragon show is just constantly like they're just trying to jam it down
Oh
your
yeah.
throat, like over and over again. You're like, guys, I'm not watching it. I don't know why you keep recommending it to me. I'm not watching. I didn't watch the first one.
Yeah. They're
I mean-
dragging me to House of Dragon. And they're trying to be dragging me to House of Dragon, and I don't want to fucking go.
Hey, bro, you heading to House of Dragon? Oh, never.
Nah, you got to be shitting me. I mean, and it's crazy how I always get a like audible gasp from people when I tell them that I've never seen Game of Thrones, and it's just like, I mean, is that crazy?
The Workaholics guys described it perfectly. Well, not the guys, just Durs. Is like it's like homework, right? It's like, dude, I'm not, even if the story was interesting, like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not trying to keep up with who and what and like all these different people like that you got on the show. I just don't care. And it's just,
I will say,
and you,
as somebody, obviously, none of us watched it, of course, and didn't care whatsoever. But
Game of Thrones review.
yeah, well,
None of
what
us watched it.
here's
Don't care.
I will give you a positive review. What I loved seeing was all the people that, as the last season was kind of manifesting, as it was kind of going on, and you're hearing the murmurs and the grumbles of people of not really liking it and everything like that. And then they do that last episode, and it was like, when you look at the metrics of like people that liked the show, it was like spiking. And then right after the last episode, it was like boom, people
Plummeted.
took all their merchandise, took all their stuff, put it under the rug, and it was like, don't like nobody talk about this for like a couple of years. Like we can't talk about this right now.
Who the
Like,
fuck
it was
is buying Game of Thrones
Yeah, yeah.
merchandise?
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, of course,
Dude,
of
they
course
gotta.
they
I
are.
don't
I'm
even
just
know.
whatever. Regardless of the merchandise, I'm just trying to say the point of it was one of those things where people went from loving it and nonstop talking about it to like it was a collective like, oh, like wow,
Embarrassed they were a part of it.
like they fuck.
Embarrassed they were a part of it. Oh man, I'm so
No,
embarrassed.
literally.
I got swept up in it.
Yeah,
I got
literally.
led along. I just
I
thought
mean-
eventually it'd get good.
I don't watch it. I don't know.
Having convenient amnesia, like they weren't fucking repping whatever. What is it? Clans, houses, whatever. I don't know.
I'm
the
watching enough-
jargon. I don't know the Game of Thrones jargon.
Let's just say I'm watching Apartments with Dragons. That was a webcam joke. We'll move on.
So that's the house.
For this episode.
That's, you've been watching Apartment of Dragon.
I'm watching Apartments with Dragons.
It's a big dildo in a tiny space.
See, I'm glad we have this so you can keep me up on all the lingo. Because I was going to say that about
That's what I'm
actors in
here for.
general. Because I see that like people are getting famous off these shows that I will never watch, and you're like, who's this guy, right? And then you IMDb him, and you're like, oh shit, this guy's been in a ton of shit. I've never seen
That
any
I've
of it,
also
and
never
will
seen.
never.
Yeah.
So like you lose touch, and you quickly understand how old people are like who? You know, what's this person and music you're talking about? You know,
Chris
you totally
Pine?
get it. Chris Pine.
You say that because going back to the 2014 Sony hack, Amy Pascal, who should never work in Hollywood ever again. Everybody should absolutely hate this chick. She has a production company, and what was the first movie they put out? The all-female Ghostbusters movie.
Oh
just like-
boy. I mean, was her goal to like how to bankrupt a studio in one film?
There's a lot of people doing that. How many flops do you have to have? Or I get, is it a flop if it's terrible, but it still makes $1 billion? Probably
But that's
not,
my
right?
point. That is always my point. If something is terrible, but everybody sees it and it makes money, is it still not a flop? Like if it's something that's so bad, but people, but you know they didn't have a chance. Like it already made its money back. You know, like
there's like
you
a
read
critical
about
flop and then a financial flop. There's like two different types.
I think that you do see cracks like with Star Wars, right? Like, yes, they are still pumping out shows, but I think that's a very deliberate action, right? It's like a low stakes bet, right? They're like, well, if it fucking sucks, who cares? No one watches it. It's on Disney Plus only. Who gives a shit? They haven't released a Star Wars movie since, because I think they were just like, fuck, dude, we just like shot our wad. Everyone's over it. Like, nobody wants to deal with any of this anymore. And that's, you know, who knows when the next Star Wars movie will be. They're just releasing these like little shows that are fucking stupid, but who cares, right? Like, it's inoffensive in its rollout. Like, I think that one's dead. I think Jurassic Park is buried. Like, who knows? I think people do, as stupid as people are, I don't think that you can just continue to pump out the same shit over and over and over and over and over again and expect people to keep coming.
History is gonna look back at this era as like, what the fuck?
Wad shooting. Superheroes are big. Okay, here's 50 of them. They're all the same movie. Eat it. They all got Chris Pine.
Hey, he's in every single one of them.
He's in every single one that Kyle's seen as Chris Pine in it. No clue who he is, but he's in it.
What is he in actually?
Wonder Woman.
Something I know.
That's
Something
Something
that I've
I've seen.
actually watched. Let's
I
look
don't
him up.
know.
I'll
I don't
look
think-
him.
Listen,
I don't think anything you've seen him in.
you don't think I've ever seen a movie that he's been in? I'm trying to.
I don't think you've. I don't think
right?
you've seen one thing with him in it. Star Trek's.
It's definitely not.
Wonder
did not
Woman.
Oh, yeah,
see-
he was the new Captain Kirk. I forgot about that.
Nope. Didn't see all.
There's
the old
not
Knives,
a
didn't
there's
see the
not a
Princess
chance
Diaries,
you've seen him in anything.
Haven't
None
seen Just
of
My
these
Luck.
movies you've
Haven't seen.
He was in Smoking
Unstoppable.
Aces.
I'm not trying to be thinking about anything.
No. Comedy is just somebody screaming something or saying words that make no sense in the context of the scene. That is hilarious. Like that, I mean, or just being awkward, that's hilarious too. You know,
That's what I
saying
used to say too. Like for a while, that's what I was noticing in like comedy, that was like when the awkward dialogue started to become like prevalent in like all, you know, comedy movies, when they would be like it was, you know, something like do you want to do homework together? Like yeah, let's do it. I mean the homework. I mean not like do it like sex, but like but like not like I wouldn't want to do it with you, but like,
yes,
you know, like,
that's a great description. That is a perfect encapsulation. and then the person goes too far, apologizing and explaining like what they really meant, and that scene goes on for 5, 10, 20 minutes. You know, that's comedy, right? Like is that delivery of that awkward interaction that should last 10 seconds and probably not even be in the film. That is really what's comedy. That's such
I
a
can't
great
remember which
description.
one I started like thinking about like when they started doing that, but like I noticed like they were that's like how I pictured all of them. Like I don't know, it was like kind of started with like Donald Glover, I guess, like his type of like humor, I guess, was like the awkward dialogue. I don't know. Maybe that's where I
How do
got
you
it from.
know it's Donald Glover?
I think that I
That's
don't
your
know. I
personal
think that's
pinpoint.
yeah. Because I don't know, maybe like when I started noticing other movies were doing it, I'm like, oh, they're acting like him, uh, and then that's what made me think of it. I don't know.
But what have you seen him on besides just his like childish Gambino, which seems just like his normal personality?
No, wasn't he
What
in?
I've
have
seen,
you seen?
Wasn't he in
I've seen,
Community?
yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of episodes of Community, and a couple movies that he's been in, and whatever little videos that he's made that's on YouTube or whatever.
What movies has
But
he
it
been
just
in? Why is this passing me by?
there was this one movie for like called Mystery Team that he did. It's pretty rough.
How have
Yeah.
you seen these?
Not as
I
good
mean,
as Mystery Men.
Now there's
I
a classic.
really,
Yeah,
I
Mystery
really
Men
love,
is an absolute classic.
I love and respect Childish Gambino, and just wanted to know all the stuff that he did.
You just wanted to
And
trash his comedy style.
no, I mean, I obviously like his
Gotta do my
music more
homework
than I like
first.
his acting. I don't really like I don't have to. I mean, his acting is just like everybody's acting is like whatever, but like his music is really good.
I
Like,
thought you
like
were going to pinpoint Michael Cera because,
yeah, that's
like with
part
a
of it.
lot of actors, they'll take something and run it into the ground. Like Michael Cera in Arrested Development is like how you do that type of humor the right way, and then what you're describing is like the
Exactly,
wrong
exactly.
way.
I remember what I. Have you guys heard of this show? It's a remake of an old show that's coming out. I saw a commercial for it. It's called Quantum Leap. Have you guys heard of this?
I've heard of it. Yes.
So
What is it?
basically, what they're trying to, I just based on the based on the commercial from what I saw, is this guy appears in different parts of history as certain people. So like on the commercial that I keep seeing is like they show like here like Joe Montana's coming out of the tunnel, and then he looks in the mirror and it's the guy who's like a detective or whatever, and he's like, oh, I guess I'm Joe Montana now, and he goes out there and is playing as Joe Montana, and then they'll show him as like I don't know, somebody else, like a rock star or like a famous rock star or like somebody like that. And it's like they show him like, okay, Miss Chit Check, we're gonna bring in the 6 guys over, and we're like, oh no,
That would be hilarious. If it's Quantum Leap, but actually you just keep getting put in worse and worse positions.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. You're the fluffer on a porno set. What? Oh.
Somebody give me a mirror. Oh no.
All right, you're in the middle of a human centipede.
I have a mystery I have to get to. Nope. We have
No
8
mystery.
more hours of this.
Ain't no mystery here.
We're bringing in Mr.
self-explanatory.
Enormous Dick to film.
They just cut to credits.
That's the whole show.
Yeah, man, this guy is not doing anything right now. So that tells you everything you need to know, right?
Actually, talented people are not working at this
Yeah,
moment.
they are not
moment.
welcome in the industry, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You've produced funny things before. Nah.
Your resume is way too strong.
Yeah. We're looking for more of a, Will
Talentless hack.
Ferrell yelling type of script.
We're
Yeah.
looking for more of a Chris Pratt, Chris Pine buddy comedy type of thing.
I'm looking to make a buddy comedy with 2 non-comedians.
Who aren't buddies.
Yeah.
So Kyle, what you just said will exist in our lifetime. I guarantee it. A buddy comedy
100%.
with the Chris's. Just get all the Chris's.
All 4 of them.
Anyone
All
named
of them.
Chris
All of them.
gets to be in this movie. That
Chris
will
O'Donnell?
Chris
exist.
Bliss.
Chris
Yeah,
O'Donnell
Chris
comes
O'Donnell,
back in a Robin costume.
Yes. We need him doing
Chris
wash food.
Kattan is the bad guy.
Those are fucking classic.
No,
Yeah,
you can't
like,
even really find that little Canteen Boy sketch. Like it's like
Nah, it's bull.
like
that's
you
a
can,
little taboo.
yeah.
That's an Alec
So that's
Baldwin
one of my
classic.
yeah.
They
That's
had
one of my
to
favorite.
address that. They
That's one.
addressed that on the show at the time. I'm pretty sure because it was
No, they
controversial
have to
even
like
then.
put up. They have to put up a thing that's like, Adam Sandler was a 22-year-old man. He wasn't a little boy.
Yeah.
Abusing little
that's-
boys is not funny.
That's one of my favorite. Is what the hell is that? Let's say it's a bed bug. That's pretty big for a bed bug. Okay, it wasn't a bed bug. Let's go back to saying it was a bed bug.
Let's go back to saying it was a bit.
So good.
What the hell was that?
And he keeps calling him Canteen Boy.
Yeah.
Little Canteen Boy. I should rub this oil all over my chest.
Okay.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts of America were not happy about that sketch, to say the least.
Man, they really
Pulled the curtain
combated
on them.
that. Yeah, they really combated that by hiring a bunch of creeps for the next 20 years.
Sound strategy.
They really combated that by silencing all oppressors.
I don't think. I'm not sure if they're the Catholic Church, but
Well, speaking of silencing oppressors, Danny Masterson's trial started, which I am following very, very closely.
Really?
when you say you're following,
I'm
Are you-
outside with binoculars. I'm outside of the window.
Yeah.
you're outside with a free Danny sign.
Yeah, he's waiting outside
Not
the
free Danny.
courthouse.
No, put him away, Danny sign. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, dude, his shit is like gnarly when you read some of the transcripts and stuff.
Dude, one of the chicks is married to the lead singer of Mars Volta, Cedric Bixler, and they put rat poison in dog food and killed their dogs to like intimidate them or like whatever.
Scientology
But
shit.
What?
Yeah, that's Scientology shit.
I was following, like, Cedric was like posting like all the stuff like that it was happening in like 2019 or whatever, and like saying that they killed my dogs and
What is your knowledge, Ryan, of Scientology?
Of it as a money grab or of the people in it these days?
Just just like overall, like how they're like the fair game thing with like intimidation tactics and fucking with people that try to speak out against it.
I watched a doc with
Going
Clear.
Lewis, Growing Clear, but then there was also another one, or maybe it's the same one, from Louis Theroux.
Well, they have that. Yeah, the Louis Theroux one, but
yeah,
he has his own. But it to bring up a point of that is during the Danny Masterson thing is they're trying to be like, no, because of our religion, we have to do this trial on closed doors, and the judge was like, nope.
Yeah,
We're doing it in regular big boy court.
Yeah, I think the whole like religious exception and all that like special treatment is wearing very thin with the internet now, because it's like, oh wait, what? Scientology is what? It's nonsense.
The biggest hit to them was people going on the internet. Like,
no, like their church is like struggling with membership.
Yeah.
They're basically just a real estate fucking company at this point because they just own mad buildings.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And
it's the line from Old School is like, turns out they're really good with paperwork.
Yeah, that's literally where it's super litigious, and it's like, well, most of our donations go to lawyers. Why?
Which are us.
Well, I think once this wave of celebrities dies off, your Tom Cruises, your et ceteras, that it's done, right? Like, I think their membership is just
that's what I keep thinking is like, dude, what's gonna happen when David Miscavige, however you pronounce his last name, when he dies? Because like what's gonna happen after that? No one's
who's gonna take the reins?
No one's crazy enough. That guy's been doing it since he was like 12 years old, dude, and like he literally worked right under L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, but you know that there's
died,
gotta be.
he just went and went. Yep, I'm the leader now.
Yeah.
Deal with
Well,
it.
you know, there's
23
got to
I'm
be like
23 years old,
power-hungry
or whatever.
weirdos right underneath him that
There's
you know,
another one
you know,
waiting.
the
Another
power-
David
100%,
David.
100%. But they're not like as crazy as he is. Like
Yeah,
he
he's got
is,
the ultimate
like
little man syndrome too. The handshake
exactly,
thing is so hilarious.
exactly. Yeah, he's like Tom Cruise, like 5'6", like has to like
Yeah, he's
like
wearing platform moon boots to every.
yeah.
I watched Going Clear again recently, and I just forgot about like how they wear the
A whole
fucking naval attire with all
So
the
great.
badges on it,
So amazing.
what
and how they gave
military like
Tom Cruise, yeah, and then how they gave Tom Cruise that fake medal.
Military.
given to nobody else.
Yeah,
I won this for
It's just the
eliminating
Tom
my
Cruise medal
demons.
so crazy.
for being
So
the
what's
most.
this one for? This is for being the most Tom of all the cruises
Yeah,
that
Well,
ever
you're
existed.
more popular than John Travolta, and people like your movies more than John Travolta's. So John
So
Travolta is no longer our best celebrity.
John Travolta has been given this red box medal. It's actually a demerit.
yeah.
Whereas your films are still in theaters. So we're giving you this real medal. Although
It's still
I
fake.
promise you that I liked The Fanatic by Fred Durst more than any movie that Tom Cruise has been in 20 years.